We're very, very blessed at St Matthew's to have a truly wonderful church that for centuries has stood at the heart of Walsall as a testament to the grace of God and the presence of a Christian fellowship at the heart of the town. But of course, it needs maintenance. It needs to keep being repaired, and also it needs to keep being adapted to suit the ever-changing needs of congregations. Over the last few years, John Edlin has been the chairman of the Legacy Committee and has looked at just those two issues of how do we need to adapt it and how do we need to maintain it to keep it functioning into the future. We're very, very grateful for all that he's done. It's been wonderful work. But now he's stepped back and I've taken over from him. And it's my job to try and get some of these projects off the ground. And we've chosen 3 different projects, each in their own way very important, that hopefully if we can follow those through will make the church a better place for the people who are going to follow us in the future. The first project is here, the wooden stairs. These are probably some 200 years old or so, but as you can see, the steps are getting very worn, there's been some poor replacements, they're missing some of the slats. And so there's an argument to be made, just from the heritage point of view, that they should be repaired and upgraded. But more importantly than that, they are one of only 2 means of escape from the gallery, with the other being the stone stairs of the children's chapel. And so it's essential that they are safe to use to ensure we can keep using the gallery. If these become unsafe and have to be closed off, then that calls into question whether we can use the gallery at all. And so this is project number 1, working on these stairs to make them safe in a way that respects their historic integrity. The second project is here in the toilets. We like to think we are a church who welcomes all into our fellowship, and yet we have very poor disabled toilet facilities. This means that some could be wanting to join us who can't even go to the toilet when they're here. What I'd be looking at is trying to do something to this space to create a unisex facility that is as close as we can get to a disabled toilet, just so that we can truly say anyone who comes is welcome here. So we've got the stairs and we've got the disabled toilet. The third project is of a very different nature. And you can see it right up there, near the clerestory windows. If you look along both the north wall and the south wall of the nave, you can see a crack that runs between all the small windows. And this we think has been caused by the windows themselves, which are iron, expanding and contracting over the years and causing the stonework in between to break. This crack goes right through to the outside, and so is a place where water can get in, and that's not a good thing. Clearly, it too needs sorting. Clearly, all this is going to cost a lot of money. So I'd be thinking about looking for grants to help us. But to get a grant for work to a building like this, you first of all need something called a faculty from the faculty board in Lichfield, which is basically a permission to do the work. But before you get a faculty, you've got to pay an architect to describe exactly what work is needed. And that's money that we'll have to spend up front. Furthermore, it's unlikely that grants are going to be 100%. And so whatever grant we get, we're probably going to have to make a top-up contribution of some extent. This inevitably means that we're going to be in a period of fundraising, which can be quite intimidating. But it can also be a great opportunity. It can be an opportunity to grow the fellowship of the church. It can be an opportunity to have events that bring people into church who don't normally come here. It can be an opportunity for people to feel more bonded to the church than they were before. Ultimately, it can be an opportunity to glorify God. Hopefully, through these works, and maybe other ones too, we shall make this church fit for the 21st century and a wonderful place to hand on to the congregations and the fellowship to come.